What's up YouTube? I'm Zero Zeus and welcome back to another Boruto video. So this is going to be my Boruto Past of the Hidden Leaf discussion video. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you for watching and let's get right into the video. So first off, just like to start the conversation off to begin with, is like there are a lot of possibilities that come from this arc. And originally I wasn't going to do a video about this, but I didn't have anything else to do and I was like, hey, what's better to do than a video, right? So I jumped up and I just started to think like, man, what's going on with Boruto right now is just really hype. And I just wanted to furthermore be a part of it. And I've been watching everybody's videos and just gaining and gathering ideas and info and just listening. And, I decided to come up with my own little list. So the things that I would like to see come from Boruto Past of the, like, the reason why I titled this video Boruto Past of the Hidden Leaf is just because he gets to see like a really in-depth look at like what happened back then. Like, I really think that's cool. Like, he'll get to see the contrast between the way he lives now and the way they lived back then, and how life was so much harder for ninja back then. And I think that's like really cool. But I got my little list and stuff wrote down, so we're gonna go through them one by one. First of all, one thing that absolutely has to happen, which I'm pretty sure it is, because you can see in the preview for the episode this week, Boruto meets Naruto and Jiraiya. And, I think not just Boruto and like Jiraiya, but like everybody else like that he knows now in the village, right? He'd get to see them when they're younger. He probably might even get to meet his uncle, which was something I wasn't even thinking about until I just started making this video for some reason. But he might even get to see Neji, his uncle that he never got to see before because he's not living, right? It's so many possibilities that can come from this arc right here, and it's really hype. I don't know how long it's gonna actually be because there's so many rumors circulating around, and you'd never really know. I mean, I trust some sources, and don't get me wrong, but it's just like I'm still up in the air with it, so I'm not gonna say just yet. But the next thing that I think is really cool about this arc is because I don't see any way why they wouldn't include like Sasuke's darkness. And the reason why I say this is because when you speak Sasuke's darkness, it's not just his, it's like him, his brother, his clan, the Uchiha, period, right? And we get to our hero, Boruto, right? We're going to get to see him see his idol in a different light. And don't get me wrong, I really don't want for it to be like, because lately Boruto has definitely been judgmental and stuff like that. And I would hate for him to just be like, well, now I hate Sasuke. But even though I highly doubt that that's what happens, but I would hate it if it did. But I still want him to have that like for Sasuke. I like that. I think that's really cool. But then I still want him to know at the same time, like, what it takes. Like, you want to be like Sasuke, right? And it's a lot that goes behind being like him. If you wanted to be like the Hokage, there's a lot going in behind being like him, right? And another thing is this Itachi thing. I wanted to include this too. I didn't want to forget. I think it'd be really cool if they included some Itachi. Anything. That would be really cool. But I just have this really strange feeling that we're not going to get it. Like, and not because I'm just not with the idea, because I love Itachi. He's a whole savage. I would definitely like to see adult Sasuke meet like Itachi, and just like give him the rundown of what's happened since he's been gone, and how like basically everything that he tried to put into motion happened the way that it was supposed to, and that's crazy. But yeah, don't get me wrong, I don't see how Boruto would fit in that situation. But I mean, if he met Itachi, or whatever. But I just don't see that happening like that. I really feel like that'd be a moment that's like solely for Sasuke, and they would definitely like separate these two in some type of way, find some way to do it. But yeah, like I really feel Itachi would be something really cool to see in this arc. Not that I believe that we're gonna see it, but if we do, big ups. If not, it sucks. But and maybe this is another thing that I wanted to include in this too. Boruto, since he's running into his father right now, and it's seeming like Sasuke is already gone, right? And Naruto is about to leave and go off training and stuff, right? So the Akatsuki and all of these things are already happening and they already know about it. This is another thing. Not only will like Boruto get to see or get a look at how Sasuke was and what was going on in his life when he was younger, he get to see Naruto too, because Naruto went through a lot of tragedy and he had a lot of triumph to like make it to, and it's like it's gonna be really cool to just show him like this is what your father had to deal with when he was a kid, and this is why everybody holds him so high, and stuff like that, because he really put forth the work to be the boss. Like, and man, it's gonna be really cool to see that. Like when he gets to see, like, man, this whole group was just created for the sole purpose of getting like all the Jinchuriki, which includes my father, ever since the time when he was younger. So even without the Akatsuki being around, it was still other ninja that would have loved to got their hands on the tail beast, right? And it's just really crazy that he'll eventually get to see that, right? Boruto will eventually get to see his father, like, and what he had to go through. And I think that's just really gonna put a lot of stuff in perspective. His background and like Sasuke's background is really, really important for Boruto. And just like, okay, I don't usually mention other like YouTubers when I'm making my videos and stuff, but I watch like Naruto Explained and Eternal Hokage and stuff like that. Blase blase. And just like he was saying, I feel like, okay, him wanting to be like Sasuke is definitely, he's going to definitely need a lot more motivation than that. And I feel like in this arc, they will, in some type of way, I don't know, I'm not going to say he's going to find it now. Maybe they'll put him on the path to finding it. But if he does, that's good. But I just feel like in some way, shape, form, or fashion, he's going to get that. And I just had to just mention that because I don't usually do that. But another thing is, this is one thing which is crazy because I always remember back in Naruto when they used to act like Kakashi and like some of the older generation of ninja used to always act like, well, you guys really don't understand because you live in like a era of peace, and it's like Naruto, Sasuke, that was definitely not peaceful. Like the way they described it compared to theirs, I guess they would call it peaceful because it wasn't as deep, it wasn't as thick, it wasn't as savage, right? But at the same time, they still had a rough upbringing. And like, I'm saying that to say, like, Boruto, he'll get to see the same thing, and how like all the older people of like the older generation act like their generation, you haven't seen war and things like this yet. And it just all goes back to him seeing how living in the time that his father was and him living in the time that he lived is like how different it is. And I'm telling you, I'm not just gonna say that this arc is gonna whip him into shape, but it's gonna do something of the sort. Don't get me wrong. But anyway, that's the end of the video though. Not really too much more to say. I just wanted to throw this together just to have some on the channel anyway. And plus I have been talking about Boruto all week long, so I was like, I might as well. So yeah, another thing that I usually don't do, also, if you watch this far, if you watch all the way to the end, you are a real savage. Thank you so much. And just the people who subscribed and stuff like that, I really don't actually give thanks like how I should, and I am most definitely appreciative, just to let it be known. But anyway, this is the end of the video. I've been Zero Zeus. This has been my Boruto Past of the Hidden Leaves discussion video. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you for watching, and I will see